Okay, hey guys, my name is Cerise, and today we're here to talk about the new Bell Super DH. Now, a lot of you know the original Super. It sort of came out around the same time that Enduro took off, and it was really the first helmet on the market that addressed some of the needs that were very specific to this type of racing and or riding style. You know, it had goggle integration, it had an option for a GoPro mount, a lot of vents, deep coverage, so all in all, a really remarkable helmet that helped spark a big change in the helmet industry. A few years later, they introduced the Super 2R and eventually the 3R, which introduced the convertible helmet technology. Now, a number of brands have tried to do helmets that were convertibles, but they just never seemed to really take off. The mounting system was always chintzy, or the actual chin bar just was weak, or just it didn't look the part. But Bell was really the first one to put it together. And today they are announcing the Super DH. And so this is the successor, if you will, to the 3R, although that still remains in the line as sort of a trail helmet. This helmet is DH rated, which addresses the biggest complaint that many riders had regarding the original Super convertible. Not only does it meet the DH standard, it also looks far more like a downhill helmet. And it also brings along some of those same features that we know and love from Bell. Goggle integration, they have a new GoPro mount. It has a new fit system, and they've also changed the mounting system, which makes it work quite a bit easier. It's a little bit more foolproof. The venting system has also changed. You know, there aren't a ton of vents on this helmet. You don't need a ton of vents. What they've done is actually added a bunch of internal channeling. So as air comes in, it's pulled out. And after spending about 2 days here in Whistler riding it, it's actually remarkably better venting than even their full 9 downhill helmet or the Super 3R in some cases. Perhaps the most interesting thing about this helmet, however, is what they're calling spherical MIPS. So this is sort of the next generation of MIPS, if you will. This was developed in-house by Bell with the assistance of MIPS, but this is a Bell product and patented. And they call it sort of like a ball and socket. So you actually have a liner inside the helmet that moves like a ball and socket. And it uses two different densities. So the density closest to your head is EPP. It's material that you will sometimes see in like car bumpers. And it's great because you can get it to a lower density for subconcussive hits, so some of those lower speed to medium speed impacts that we often encounter on the trail where you're not necessarily hitting hard enough to have a concussion or maybe needing like full 9 or downhill level of protection. And on the outside they use an EPS, which is more of a standard foam material, and that helps address some of those harder impacts. So very cool technology here from Bell, very excited about having the opportunity to ride it, and looking forward to putting some more time in for a long-term review.